cute little internet penguin friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my very favorite side dishes. I have been a vegetarian now, I think for 9, 10, maybe 9, definitely 10 years. And I've learned to cook a lot of amazing dishes in that time. This is a really great dish if you are having a barbecue or dinner get together with a vegetarian and you're just not quite ready to dabble in that fake meat. So go ahead and grab your favorite recipe box, and if you don't have a recipe box, go get a special box and make it your recipe box, because I think everyone should have a recipe box in their kitchen. Is that just me? All right, and without further ado, here is how to make Nica's fabulous rainbow potato salad. I call it rainbow potato salad because it's super colorful. All right, let's get to it. So what you will need to make this dish: about 6 to 7 red potatoes, 2 apples. We'll probably end up only using about 1.5 of these, and you can even reduce it down to 1 apple if you're a little bit nervous about it being too sweet. Next, you will need a red onion, green onion, 3 Vlasic pickles. I choose Vlasic because I think they're the most flavorful for this recipe, but if you don't like Vlasic pickles, that's totally okay. You can use whatever kind you like. And make sure you make them look super pretty like that, because that's important. Next, we'll need about a cup of mayonnaise. You can replace this with Vegenaise or just mayo. Next, you'll put in about a tablespoon of mustard. For seasonings, we'll be using about a teaspoon of rosemary, a teaspoon of garlic salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, and then a teaspoon of regular salt. If you don't like your food super salty, you can just use the garlic salt. You don't have to use the regular table salt, but I like my food a little salty. So, and then you're gonna wanna point at each seasoning to prove that it's there. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have a mixing bowl available, your cutest serving dish, a pot to boil in that's deep enough for your potatoes. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do while our pot is sitting on low on the stove, we're going to cut up our potatoes. I like my potato salad a little bit chunky, so cut based on how you like it. You're gonna let that pot get to a boil and then let them cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And while you're waiting, you can go ahead and start cutting up your other ingredients. We're gonna start here with the pickles. And like I said, I love my potato salad chunky, so I'm just going to cut these up kind of the short way, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna cut each of those pieces in half. You can go even smaller if you would prefer it to be a little less chunky. And then once we're done, we're going to combine everything in our mixing bowl. So you can go ahead and just put those right on in there. All right, so next you're gonna chop maybe about 1/4 of your onion. And I like to chop my onion a little bit smaller just because I think that helps with the flavor. You can cut it however you would like to. Now with our apples, I like to cut my apples into 4th and then kind of slice them from there. So I'll cut them this way and then cut each of those into 3rds or 4ths. And we'll even be nice and share an apple slice with the puppies. Lady was very happy. And we're gonna continue cutting up our apples. And like I said, I only ended up using about 1.5 apples in mine. And of course the rest went to the puppies. Don't worry, Scraps got some too, but he wasn't very easy to get in the frame. And we're gonna go ahead and combine all of that in the bowl. Next, we're gonna cut up our green onions, and I just kind of cut off the icky ends and then used the rest of it. So we're just going to chop them into small bits like this. And then we're going to divide that into about a half because we're going to use those for garnish on top as well. Make sure you have a mixing spoon available because that'll help you mix things. All right, now we're just gonna wait for the potatoes. Oh, look at that, they're ready and steamy. So to be sure your potatoes are ready, you're gonna wanna be able to stick a fork easily all the way through, like so. All right, now we're going to combine all of our ingredients in our mixing bowl. You don't wanna put the mayo in just yet. You wanna mix all of those first, just for optimal flavor on everything. And then we're gonna dump in our mayo and mustard and seasonings. And then you're gonna kind of fold all of that in together. I think that's what this method's called. I would say just mix it until it's all over everything. Just like that. And then you're going to grab your adorable serving dish and you're going to scoop all of your potato salad into your dish. And then you're gonna make sure it's nice and flat because presentation is important, even if you are only cooking for your husband, like I was today. All right, and then you can do something to garnish. Normally I would garnish this with bay leaves, but it's 2020 and I was not able to get to the store to grab bay leaves, so I used my green onions to make a cute little heart, but then I didn't want to waste them, so I just dumped the rest over the top, but it still looks very lovely. And voila, rainbow potato salad. Thank you guys so much for watching this lovely little cooking tutorial. I'm still learning how to do these, but I had a lot of fun making this. If you would like to learn about any more recipes, let me know down in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you later. I had to play this clip twice because it wasn't long enough to say all the things I needed to say. Well, whatever. Okay, bye for real.